Our our neighborhood's having this like scavenger hunt thing for kids. So
Okay.
yeah.
That's like today or this weekend or something or all week or
I think it starts tomorrow.
gotcha.
Or wait,
Is that like a
uh,
social distancing scavenger hunt, I assume?
yeah.
That's
And
cool.
so that's our thing. Although I think it's always there. My husband likes it and I don't. But
Yeah. My friend from college, he actually has two daughters. They're probably, I don't know, probably like 7 and 5, but they have an actual pirate ship in their backyard, like a giant, like wooden
Oh,
pirate. It's very strange. But
I,
they probably have a not your flag's not very strange, but the pirate ship at my friend's house is very strange.
oh no, I think it's strange.
Yeah, nothing wrong with pirates.
That's very cool, actually, to have an actual pirate ship if you're a
Yeah,
kid.
well, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess yeah, but when you have two daughters, you wouldn't necessarily think that that would be what you would choose.
Girls like pirates.
And actually, I can't remember now when I'm thinking about it. I can't remember if maybe it was there when they purchased the house because it's like an actual structure. It's not just something that you just put up. It's like looks like it was built by like a construction team.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I think now that Fabi's here, we can assume that everybody's here. She's usually my cue to like start the class. So I didn't have my whiteboard markers are completely drained. So I'm going to try to do a virtual whiteboard with SugarWad, and then I'm going to get some new markers this weekend. So we're going to see how this goes. But I remember this workout from years ago. Or was anybody, James? I'd start with you. Were you around in 2013 in the CrossFit world or?
Yep, I started in January of 2012.
Okay. So you might have done if you did do you know if you did the open in 2013 or do you remember?
I could go look up.
Well, this workout, I actually remember it. So I mean, there aren't a lot of workouts that that long ago that stick with me, but I do remember it, and it probably has to do with the fact that there's so many burpees involved. But it's open workout 13.1. Anybody else, Lee, you didn't do that.
No, but my sugar white says we did it last year.
Okay, so there you go. I did not there. See, that's why I love SugarWad. So therefore, you guys may have done this. So the rep scheme, I'm going to zoom in here and see what happens. If not, I can just read it to you guys. There we go. Let's see. All right. So can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. So that is our warm up. I want to show you part 2. Okay. Here we go. Let's zoom in. All right. So it's basically just snatches and burpees, or burpees and snatches. All right. We're starting off with 40 burpees, then 30 snatches. 40 burpees, 30 snatches, 30 burpees, 30 snatches, 20 burpees, 30 snatches, 10 burpees, and then mini snatches. So you'll notice the rep scheme here. It's a little tricky. Starts with 40 burpees and you're only doing 30 snatches. Then it goes down to 30 burpees and you're still doing 30 snatches. Then it goes down to 20 burpees and you're still doing 30 snatches. So you'll notice a theme here. Snatches stay at 30 every time, but the weight goes up. However, I know you guys are at home. I know you guys have limited equipment. We may not be able to make that happen. I understand that. If you need to use the same snatch weight throughout, that's definitely an option for you, okay? So the RX workout would be regular burpees, chest to deck, jump and clap overhead. On our snatches, obviously with the RX, it would be with a barbell. With the barbell, you start with 75 gentlemen, 45 ladies. Then you go up the second round when you're doing 30 reps in the snatch. You're up to 135 for the guys, 75 for the ladies. So this is already getting fairly spicy in the second round. I mean, 135-pound snatches for the guys, 75 pounds for the ladies. That's not just that's not a light snatch. That's still pretty heavy. Third round, 165 for the guys, 100 for the ladies. Now we're getting really spicy. In fact, that's close to my 1 rep max. So, I mean, to do that 30 times, that'd be a tall order. And then 10 burpees, 210-pound snatch. That's way outside of my zone. And then 120 pounds for the ladies. Okay. So at home mod for our snatch, 30 alternating dumbbell or kettlebell snatch per round. So what that's going to look like is you're going to have one object, whether it's a dumbbell or a kettlebell, and you're just going to go one arm, then the other arm. You're going to do 15 each side, go back and forth, and then you're back to the burpees. So it's going to change the workout significantly if you're using the same weight, and that's okay. It's still plenty of reps. It's still plenty of cardio involved when you get down on those burpees to get you the stimulus you need. So what I'd like to know now, though, is what equipment you do have. If you did have multiple dumbbells, like, for example, I have a dumbbell setup that I have different pounds. So what I would want to do is probably start with a light one for the first round, then I'd go with a heavier dumbbell. So if you do have different weights, by all means, use them. But I'm just planning for some folks to not have that option, okay? So let's start with Lee. What do you have for your object that you're going to be able to snatch today?
12-pound dumbbell.
All right, there we go. So what we're going to turn this into is the form on your snatches are going to be beautiful because it's not a heavy weight for you. So you're going to keep that nice flat back. You're going to stand it up nice and fast. You're going to jump it overhead, and you're just going to keep moving. Your heart rate's going to be pretty jacked up because of a lighter weight means you're going to move a little faster, meaning you're not going to get that heart rate down as much after the burpees. So let's just try to keep the pace consistent, but not too fast so that you can't catch up. You're like,
You're gonna kill me.
you're like, no problem. I can keep it not too fast.
Got it.
All right. Fabi, what about you?
I have different dumbbells. I was thinking to start maybe I have a 15, 20, 30, and 50. Where
Okay.
should I start?
Well, you have a 50.
50, yeah. But I don't know if
I don't
can.
think you're. I'm like,
I
I
don't
don't think
think
you're
I
gonna
can do
need
it.
that. Yeah.
I
So
think if I get to that, I thought I was just gonna do clean.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you said 15, 20, and what was it?
30 and 50.
Okay. And have you? I'm trying to think. How is 30 still pretty heavy for a snatch, isn't it?
I can do 30. 30, I can. I can
Okay,
handle
then I
30.
would say make that your last weight. Like I would say stay with 30. The question would be if you want to start, I would say go in order. I'd say go super light on the first round. Just that'll sort of loosen up your lower back. And then second round, go up to the, what was it, 20 or 25?
20, yeah, and
20.
30.
To go 15, then 20, and then the big jump will be to the 30.
30.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think those are good weights.
Okay.
Kathleen, how about you? What do you have there?
I have a barbell
Okay.
with
And
all
then- Okay, and do you have weights with that barbell, or is it just the barbell?
Yeah.
Okay, so as far as what weights you were thinking, do you have a plan in mind?
I'm probably going to start with an empty barbell. I
Is that-
usually would go outside, but it's cold.
Well, I'll warm you guys up. You can leave that to me.
Okay, I might go outside. So I'm probably going to start with an empty bar, then go up to either 55 or probably then go up to 65.
Okay.
And then
Yeah, and
75.
it is okay. When I did this workout, I remember I did the first round where it was touch and go, but after that, I was just doing singles. So it's kind of like, Grace, where we do the clean and jerks, just drop and then go, drop and go, drop and go. That's kind of how I was treating this with my snatch. So if you do go outside, are you going to be able to set up your viewer so I can see you?
Yeah, I have a good spot out there that I really just I'm just being a baby about it being cold.
Yes. Okay. Well, we'll see how it goes. I'll let you make the ultimate decision. All right, James, what do you got?
I have a 50-pound dumbbell.
All right, so you're just going to be doing heavy. Okay, so what I'll tell you, for the first round, you're going to be doing harder workout than the actual workout because it doesn't start with a heavy weight. 50 is pretty heavy. So
I don't have pretty much anything else. I could do weight-wise, that you could easily pick up. I mean, unless it's like a laundry detergent container that weighs like 10 pounds, but
yeah, I mean, you could totally do that if you wanted to. The other thing that you could do is, you could scale the reps off the snatch just a little bit. Instead of doing 30 reps, maybe you could do 20 reps if you're going to go heavier. because then that way you'll probably still be on the snatch for about the same amount of time. So, for example, you could do 40 burpees, 20 snatches, 50 pounds, 30 burpees, 20 snatches, 20 burpees, 20 snatches. So basically just take the 30 number, turn it into a 20 since you're doing a heavier weight throughout. That should allow you to still progress through the workout, you know.
But it started taking like 8 minutes to do 40 burpees anyway. So,
Right.
yeah.
I mean, you're going to be doing burpees most of the time anyway, but if you are going to be going for 50 pounds, I think you should shave a few of the numbers off, but we'll leave that to you to figure that out. Okay.
I need to figure out something. I have some empty 1-gallon containers from like windshield washer fluid. I need to put up in or something.
I mean, that you could do one. We could do the first round with that, just to again warm your back up, like super light. Just go through and do 10 in a row with one arm or alternate. I'll sort of leave that to you. But if you are going to go with the 50, I want to say maybe turn that into 20 instead of 30. Okay. But
All right.
we'll see how you feel after the warm up. Okay. All right. Any questions about the workout? Lee, I see you're ready to go. I like that view. I'll be able to see your burpees perfectly from there.
It's all for you, Adam.
So the first thing we're going to start with is a 3-rounder. All right, this is more to just get your cardio moving. We're going to go 3 rounds of 10 high knees, 10 mountain climbers. Okay, so it's just back and forth, knees up, and then mountain climbers. Oh, and sorry, I forgot. High knees, butt kickers, and mountain climbers. So we're going to do all 3 movements. You're going to go 10, 10, 10 for 3 rounds. So it's real quick. You're just moving through 10 high knees, 10 butt kickers, 10 mountain climbers, and then 3 times. And we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. High knees, those knees up for 10, immediately into butt kickers. Butt kickers, there we go. And then immediately from butt kickers down, drop it down. Give me those back and forth, back and forth. It's only 10, so just rush, get through those, open those hips. There you go. We're doing mountain climbers, so jump those feet up to your hands. You're already in round 2, 3 rounds. High knees. Lee, you're moving. Put knees up there, Kathleen. A little higher knees there, Fabi. Nice, James. Jump it, jump it, jump it. There you go. Nice work. Yeah, I can tell you got the energy today. Fabi, good work. James, we'll wait for Kathleen to catch up. And we'll get on to go ahead and get down on the floor, guys. We're going to do some hip crossover stretches and some scorpion. We're going to take those knees up at 90 degrees. You guys know the drill on this. Arms out to your side. You're going to drop them to the right side. You're going to look down your left arm. Then you're going to rotate it through and go the other way. Take your time on these. Let your hips relax onto each side, feeling that stretch in your lower spine before you switch it back to the other side. Nice job, guys. And then you're gonna flip it on over once you've done all 10 hip crossovers, arms outstretched like an airplane. Send that right foot over to your left hand. Hold for 2 seconds, then back to center. Same thing other side, opening the hip on every rep. You're gonna need those hips when we start these snatches. Stay down on that floor. Once you finish your scorpions, you're gonna go ahead and just press out through your arms, sit nice and high up into that yoga stretch, stretching your lower back. You can lift those quads off the floor, squeeze your butt. Feel the stretch all the way through your forearms, up through your biceps, across your chest. And now send those hips up and head through. There you go. Pedal those feet. I want to see those heels hit the floor if you can. Though I can't see anybody's feet, I assume that your heels are hitting the floor. And then drop the hips and chest up one more time. Another yoga stretch. Hold. And then hips up one more time. This time just a static stretch. So just drive your heels to the floor. Drive your heels to the floor. Press through your shoulders. And hold for 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and walk your hands to your feet and stand it on up. All right, take a big giant step out with your right leg. All right, we're just gonna do some hip circles and some elbow to in steps, okay? So drop those hands to the floor. Give me those hip circles. You're gonna go 3 to 5 circles each direction. Nicely. There you go, Favi, good. Press that knee out. All right, now we're gonna drop that inside elbow down and do this slowly. Hold and then reach. We're only gonna do 3, so just hold, Kathleen. Give me a nice, there you go. Reach it up, turn your body and reach all the way up. There you go, Lee, good. Third one, hold, and then go ahead and drop that back knee. Sorry, before we do that stretch, Lee, let's go ahead and sit up nice and tall where we're here. We're gonna sit just like this. And I'm gonna reach up nice and high, and I'm just gonna squeeze this butt cheek over here on the down leg and open up that hip flexor. Just hold it, reach up, and now we're gonna straighten that front knee and drop the head to the knee and just relax. I want to hold this for a 5, 4, relax, 3, 2, and 1. All right, switch it out. Draw a big step forward with the left leg. Starting off with those hip circles, back knees off the floor. 3 to 5 each direction. Get everything nice and open here. Elbow to instep. Drop it down. Reach it up. There's 1. Give me 3 through, and then drop the back knee. There we go. Reach up nice and high, like you're yawning in the morning. Stretch it out. Flex that glute. Open that hip. Let Favi catch up with us. Here we go. Reach it up, Favi. All right, for those of you who've been in that stretch for a minute, go ahead and drop. Don't forget about the runner stretch. Drop down and straighten that front knee. Send that head down a little bit for me if you can, Lee. There you go. Just go for it. There you go. Feel it in your hamstring. All right, and then go ahead and come on out of that once you are good to go. All right, we want to do one set of good mornings here, guys. So go ahead and take your hands behind your head like this. Nice flat back. Go as low as you can with just slightly bending in your knees. Give me 10 good mornings. These are called prisoner style good mornings because you got your hands on your head. All right, now for the Kathleen, we figured out where you're gonna be.
I'm gonna try to go outside, but I can't get my door unlocked, so give me a minute.
That sounds like a problem I can't help you with.
She actually is a prisoner.
Yeah, right. All right, so go ahead and grab your first or only, depending on who you are, weight. And we're gonna go through our snatch progressions with our lightest dumbbell or our only dumbbell, just whatever we've got. We're gonna start with just a deadlift. So we're gonna go a one-arm deadlift. All right, so go ahead and start with it before you start deadlifting, guys. Start with it between your knees. I'm gonna wait for James to get back.
I was just getting some water.
No worries, you're good. All right, so what we're gonna do, I see you guys have already set up. I'm gonna grab my 15-pound weights over here. I've got them right between my knees. All right, I've got my feet in my basically in my squat stance with my toes pointed out, with my weight right between. All right, I'm gonna stand sideways to start. You'll notice at the bottom, my back is not like this. I'm not like this. I'm not just bent over. I'm down into my deadlift. So I'm hips back, shoulders and hips down. Stand. Hips back, shoulders and hips down, and stand. Okay, so go ahead and give me 5 deadlifts for each arm. Drop those hips a little bit for me, Lee. You want to think about your back there. That looks great, Favi. Good. You want to think about your back being at an angle. Lee, at the bottom of your deadlift, right there, your back is completely parallel with the floor. I want you to drop your hips. Yeah, see, that's the position. It loads up your quads a little bit more to do it that way, but it keeps your back in a much better position. When we start to get exhausted in a workout, we really just start bending at the hips and not moving our legs. And that puts a lot of undue strain on our lower back. So if you, and with a lighter weight, you have a tendency to do that because you can do it. And you're like, oh, I can do this, and I don't have to use my legs. But try to keep, that looks great, Lee. Try to keep that range of motion with your legs going sort of down and your hips dropping on each rep. All right, next one we're gonna do, Fabi's getting ahead of me. Next time we're gonna do is a high pull. So we're gonna stand and then high pull. So it's same thing we just did, arm up, okay? Deadlift, arm up. Give me 5 each side. I'll give you that high pull, Lee. You're just doing the regular pull, so the elbow comes up on the high pull.
Oh.
No, you're doing the normal progressions. I'm just speeding this up a little bit. There you go. Get those elbows up. Kathleen, as long as you can hear me, no worries. You can use that first round to sort of get loose with the lighter weight, so no worries. All right, now guys, we're gonna go for the fun part. It's the catch. So once I get into this high pull, what I do is I pull myself under and catch and stand, okay? So it looks like this. I've got up, catch, and stand. Go ahead and give me 5 snatches. Make sure you're not pulling the arm too early, Lee. I want those hips open before you start to pull with the elbows. That looks better. Good job. All right, so the one thing I always remind people when they're doing one-arm dumbbell snatches is don't forget about the opposite arm. If you just sort of let it dangle there loosely, you have a tendency to want to push off your other leg. I always, looks kind of silly, but I always like to take my fist and hold it nice and tight because that'll help me keep my core. So whenever I'm doing snatches with one arm, you'll see me with my other arm out like that in a fist, as opposed to just letting it like dangle. Because if I let it dangle, I have a tendency to want to push off my thigh with my forearm. So nice out like this, switch hand out like this, same thing. So that's one method of keeping that arm out of the way. Okay, so for the 3 of you guys, James, Lee, and Favi, one-arm snatches, alternating. When you alternate, you can alternate on the descent, put the dumbbell underneath your chin. You can switch it, or you can take it all the way to the floor, which is what most folks do, and then switch it there. So I'll leave that completely to you. Now, Kathleen, let's talk snatch with you. Can I go ahead and see you address your barbell? All right, so go ahead and go to mid-shin for me real quick. And just give me a snatch pull with long arms. Just stand it up. Shrug. There you go. Give me one more. Good. Give me high elbows. So this time from mid-shin, open and then high elbows. There you go. Give me another one of those all the way down to mid-shin. There you go. One more of those. All right, now we're going to catch it overhead. All right, so go from mid-shin, hips back, catch it overhead. Give me 3 in a row. Pirate flag flying in the background. I like it. Nice work. All right, bar down. So do you have weights nearby to transition? Okay, now what I want to see, go ahead. I think you're on mute if you were trying to say something.
Yes, I just got, they're inside, I have to get them.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead and grab those. Go ahead and grab those. The rest of you guys, we're gonna do a primer of 4 snatches, 2 burpees. Okay, that's a very small primer. I'm not gonna put you guys through a lot of work. So just 4 alternating snatches. So it's basically 2 reps of everything. 2 right arm, 2 left arm, 2 burpees. And go whenever you're ready. Alternate those snatches. There you go. 2 snatches. 2 burpees. I want to make sure I can see everybody's burpees perfectly. James, I got you. 2 burpees. All right, so I'm going to remind you guys of what the rep scheme is, and then you guys can get a sip of water and we'll get started. The first round is 40 burpees, 30 snatches, meaning you're going to do 15 on your right arm, 15 on your left arm, okay? Kathleen, for you, it's 30 snatches, just with the barbell. Second round, it's 30 and 30. Second round's easy because it's the same number of burpees and snatches, 30 and 30. Third round, you're doing only 20 burpees and 30 reps. And then the last round, if you make it that far, because it's, again, I think I should have pointed out, I showed you guys, it's 17 minutes. So you're not finishing this workout necessarily. You're just going for 17 minutes. So it's basically an AMRAP. And then 10. So start 40 burpees first round, then 30, then 20, then 10. James, what are you going to use for the first round?
I think I'm going to use the wiper fluid for the first round.
Okay. So that's going to be quite a jump, okay? So if you decide that the 30 is too many for the second round, then feel free to switch your snatches to 20 reps.
All right.
I'll let you make that call because 50-pound dumbbell that's a lot of snatches with that.
Yeah,
weight.
I mean, I don't really have anything else. I have to make something for a lighter weight.
Okay. All right. Let's see where Fabi went. Once she's back, I'm going to get this clock set for 17 minutes. We will get this party started. Find that rhythm with the burpees that just allows you to, I don't need you to come out in a dead sprint. I'd much rather have you come out slow and steady because that way you can stick with it as opposed to having to take those longer breaks. All right, so I got a countdown timer. I'm gonna put 17 minutes on the clock. All right. We have got 17 minutes on our clock. I think Kathleen's good to go. You're gonna turn sideways and do your snatches, I assume, Kathleen? Yep, perfect. Yep. James, you're good. Lee, you're good. Bobby, you good? All right, I got thumbs up, thumbs up. Give me thumbs up, James. You can go ahead and mute your screen, James. There you go. All right, if you need music or anything, put it on. I'm sure Fabi's got music on. I don't know about the rest of you guys. All right, 17 minutes on the clock. If you guys want to confirm, we've got 17. We're going to get this party started in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 40 burpees. Settle in. Chest all the way to the floor, jump the feet, jump and clap. Step out and step in if you need to. Otherwise, just jump it on out. I like that pace, Fabi. Just think about smaller sets. Like if you think, oh, I'm just going to do sets of 5, then you'll get there before you know it. Nice job. Nice work, guys. Putting a big dent in that set of 40. Make sure you're taking deep breaths. You can do them on the way down. You can do it when you're in the bottom, when you've stood all the way up. There's plenty of time for big, deep breaths while you're doing these burpees. 15 minutes left, 2 minutes in. Nice job. Up and down, just a deck, jump and clap. I love that pace, Favi. It's very consistent. Coming up on 3 minutes. 3 minutes in, 14 to go. This first set is a large portion of all the burpees you have to do. So just be glad once you get this first set behind you, you've done a nice amount of the burpees. Kathleen, you on your barbell? Nice work. You got 30 snatches. Let's jump those hips. Here we go, Favi. Nice work. Jump it up overhead, switch. Keep that back nice and flat at the bottom. Keep those eyes up for me, Kathleen. Don't look down at your feet. Just keep them focused and fixated on something on the horizon. Shoulder blades back. Nice, Lee. All right, here we go. All right, don't forget about dropping those hips down there, Lee, and keep your eyes up. Nice, James. Almost there, James. Come on, fight for it. "30 snatches, but don't go too fast. Make sure you're breathing through these. I want you guys to have your heart rates down a little bit. All right, eyes up for me, James. I'm going to tell you, keep those eyes up. Focus on your screen or look at something on the horizon. Come straight up. You're coming out a little bit to the side, James. Try to finish with that bicep right by your ear on every rep. Nice and tall, like the Statue of Liberty on each one of these. Nice work. Eyes up, eyes up. Don't drop those eyes. Don't forget to breathe, James. I want to try to bring that heart rate down just a little bit before we start the next round of burpees. There we go, Favi. You got 30 burpees this time, Favi. Nice, Kathleen. Those snatches look really good. Kathleen, if you are going to add a little weight for the next round, I'd suggest after the round of snatches, you change the weights. That way you'll give yourself a chance to get your heart rate down before you start your burpees. Here we go, Lee. Find that rhythm, James. Just be happy that you don't have to do 40. You only got to do 30 this time. All right, here we go, Kathleen. 11 minutes left. Nice job. Good work, good work. Again, just think about those smaller numbers. Say, I'm going to do 5 and then reassess and then do 5 at a time, 5 at a time. You'll be there before you know it. 10 minutes left, 7 minutes down. Let's go. Come on. Get through these 30. This is the round where we do 30-30. We're doing 30 burpees, 30 snatches. All right, here we go, Fabi. Here we go, Kathleen. Jump those feet, clap overhead. Jump those feet, clap overhead, chest to deck on every rep. There it is, Lee. Just back down, jump up. You guys are getting close to that number 30. You got almost 60 or 70% of your burpees for this whole workout out of the way after this round. So be happy about that. Got 8.5 minutes left. You're halfway there. You were halfway there. But the good news is you've done more than half of your burpees. So be happy. There you go, Kathleen. Getting it all the way down to the floor. Get those plates all the way down to the floor. Eyes up. Fabi, you're flying through this thing. 20 burpees this time for you, Fabi. Here we go, Lee. Finish these up. Almost to 30. Here we go, James. There you go. Looking good. All right, James. I like it. We're going to go big boy weight now. Eyes up. Don't forget about keeping that head up for me. All right, 30 snatches, Lee. Drop those hips for me. Keep that arm outstretched to the side. All right, here we go, Kathleen. Nice wide grip. Flat back. Jump it up with long arms. There we go. Elbows high. 6.5 minutes left. I'm killing these burpees, Fabi. Come on. 30 snatches, Bobby. All the way to the floor, James. There you go. About 30. Change those weights out. Good timing. There we go, Lee. You got 20 burpees this time, Lee. 20 burpees, James. Same for you, Kathleen. 20 burpees. All right, Bobby, back on it. A few more reps. You have 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left. You guys that are in your 20 burpees round, you guys have almost all your burpees behind you. So it's going to be mostly snatches from here on out. So let's finish this round of 20. All right, Fabi. Here we go. Jump and clap, Kathleen. Nice. There you go, Lee. Chest to deck. Short break, James. Back on it. Want you guys to be snatching a lot during this last 4 minutes, guys. You got 4 minutes left. Here we go, Kathleen. All right, Fabi, now's a good time to tell you. I don't know if I mentioned this at the beginning of the workout, but you're going to do 10 burpees, and then you're just snatching for the rest of the workout. You're going for 17 minutes, so there's no number, no set number. You're just going to snatch as many reps as you can, Fabi. That goes for everybody else after the round of 10 burpees. It's only 10, Fabi. Come on, get through these fast. I want you to have a full 3 minutes to snatch. Take your breaks when you need to, Kathleen. Keep that barbell close all the way up your shin, your thigh, and keep it close to your torso when you come up. Don't pop that bar so it gets out in front of you. Not worried about being cold anymore. All right, Fabi, you got no more burpees to do. You are done. You are snatching for 2.5 minutes. Don't let that form go out the window. Take your breaks when you need to. All right, here we go, James. Almost all snatches from here on out, James. You only got one more small set of burpees. Jump those hips up a little bit, James. You're using all arms. I want to see you use some legs. Hopefully you're keeping count of those snatches, Fabi. You're going to need that number. I should have said that. There you go, Kathleen. I know it's getting heavier. Jump it up. There you go. Nice center of gravity. You're under 2 minutes left, guys. I want you guys to finish all your burpees here. Come on. There you go, Lee. It's only 10 burpees on the last round. You guys can do those unbroken. Don't stop, James. You got 60 seconds left. Finish those burpees and get into some snatches, guys. Do not let the Foot off the gas, Favi. Come on. Stay with it for one more minute. As many snatches as you can give me in the last 45 seconds, James. Come on. Should be able to get up to like 15. Come on, let's go. 40 seconds. Good stuff. 15 seconds. Come on. Give me as many reps as you can. As many reps as you can in 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Time. Good job. Go ahead and unmute yourselves whenever you can. Deep breaths. That was a lot of burpees. Nice work. I think I was able to keep up with all you guys. Kathleen, where did you finish? What round was that on? That was your third different weight, right? You did the barbell, and then you did 3 different weights. So did you finish? How many did you get through?
27.
Okay, gotcha. Everybody else, you all finished the 10 burpees and got into the snatches, right? James and Lee.
Yeah.
Yep, and Favi, I know you had a good 3 minutes. Let me guess. Let me try to guess snatches before you tell me how many. Do some calculation. I'm gonna say 44.
41.
41.
Yeah, I wanted to get to 45.
So I was pretty good on my guess then. 41. That's pretty impressive. Right. So how did that workout feel, guys?
Not good.
Not good. Anything else? Anybody got any positive adjectives, or are they all pretty bad? If I ask you in 10 or 15 minutes, once you're settled down, you'll say it feels pretty good. I bet. More wide awake.
Wait,
Yeah, was that sarcasm?
yeah. I have a call in 10 minutes, so I have to stop.
I was very impressed at your guys' ability to keep moving through the burpees. I didn't really see very many like do 5 and then stand around for a minute like I always tend to do. I sometimes go a little too fast and then I have to rest. I think you guys had a great pace that allowed you guys to just keep moving without going too hard, but also going fast enough to get through the workout. So excellent. James, I see you already got your post workout potassium. Nice work. All right, so on our core today, we didn't talk about this, but I want to give you guys a minute to recoup so we can talk now. I can just show you on SugarWOD, and then we can talk about it. It is, here we go, core 50 Russian twist. Right plus left equals 1 rep. Okay, so on a Russian twist, and again, you guys can just relax for a minute. I'll demo. These can be done weighted or unweighted. All right, so I'll grab a 15-pound. It's probably good enough for me. So on a Russian twist, I like to take my hands like I'm in like a prayer form. And what it is I come over and I touch the ground next to me, back and forth. So that's 1, 2. If I raise my feet, makes it much more challenging. 3, 4. Notice I'm only counting on the right side. I don't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if I've got a weight, it's going to be more challenging. Feet up. 1, 2, 3. You only want to use weight if you can do this without weight first. So let's go ahead, Lee. I see you've already started with your weight. I want to see everybody give me a set of 5 with no weight. I just want to see where you're at. As far as James, I don't know where he's at because he's not on his screen.
I stepped outside for a second to cool off.
You're good. All right. So once you feel like again, feet down and no weight is the starting point. Once you've mastered that and you're like, okay, this is easy, that's where you want to elevate the feet. So you elevate your feet before. So Kathleen, sit up a little higher than that. Watch Lee. Watch Lee's angle. She's got the perfect angle for these. She's sitting up nice and high, and she's just focusing. So the first thing you want to do is bring your feet up before you add any weight. And then once you've mastered that, then you can add a little bit of weight. So it's sort of like a progression where you need to be able to do it with no weight first. See if you can get
Feet on the floor. I'm sorry.
so your feet can be on the floor. Ideally, you'd want them off the floor if you are able to maintain the position. But again, it's all based on core strength. Lee, those look perfect. It seems like you've done these before. Those look really good.
We have to just do 50 total, right?
Yeah, I believe that's correct. So you're going to do 50, but remember, it's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's back and forth
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
back
yeah.
and forth two.
100.
Kathleen, can you hit that plate to the floor, Kathleen, so that it hits all the way to the ground? I just want to see you drop it over. There you go. There you go. Take those knuckles and hold them just like this, James. And then try to hit them to the floor if you can. I know it's kind of awkward if you don't have the range of motion to get all the way over there, but try to get back and forth.
What are we doing wrong if it hurts our lower back?
Probably just you're recruiting your lower back muscles instead of your core. The only way to fix that would be really to just focus more on squeezing your core. If you want to drop your feet to the floor, that will probably relieve some of the tension on your lower back and allow you to sort of sit more in a sit-up position. It's one of those movements where you really have to make your mind talk to your abdominals and say, okay, I want you guys to squeeze and brace down as if somebody was going to punch you in the stomach. You're trying to sort of brace that way.
That made a difference.
All we're doing is 50. Once you've done those
Gotta
50,
sign off. Thanks, Adam.
yeah, go ahead.
I did a good job.
Put your smiley face on Sugar Wad for your Russian twist. Excellent work today, guys. Go ahead and log your scores, by Lee.
I'm trying.
No worries.
There we go. There we go.
Is it just a number?
Yeah, it's just 50. And that's it.
50 per side though, is it not?
No, it says 50. One. Yeah, it's 50 per side because I said you go back and forth is 1, back and forth is 2, back and forth is
I
3.
meant for the first workout, it's just the reps, right?
For the first workout, it is the total reps. Yeah, when you go into Sugar Wad, so you'll have to count up how many rounds. Like you got 40 burpees, then you got 30 snatches, so you're at 70. Then you got 30 burpees and 30 snatches. Now you're at 140. So then you just count it down that way. So it's however many, you got 27 snatches into the round of, let's see what that would be. 40 and 30 is 70. 30 is 100, 130. Then you got through 27. So you got 157, Kathleen.
Nice.
Have a good weekend, y'all.
Bye, James.
Adios, James. Good work. Nice work, Fabi.
All right. Gotta go.
Nice work, guys. There you go. Nice and warm now, right?
Yeah.
Now. Yeah.
It's great seeing you guys as always.
Thanks,
Thank
Adam.
you, Adam.
Have a good day.
Bye, guys. Have a good day.